Oh, welcome everybody. It's been a little bit of time, but we're excited to be back and back in the saddle, as it were. We are in our second session of the Red Star Rising campaign adventure titled The Coldest of Blood. This is the third chapter of the Red Star Rising campaign. So just because we're in our second session hasn't meant that we've already played, 25 or so sessions before this. If you happen to be finding us for the first time, there is, 25 sessions worth of story that you're going to land in the middle of. So you might want to go back and watch the YouTube videos ahead of this to kind of get up to speed with what's going on. But it is quite fun and entertaining, so we recommend that. This adventure in this campaign is designed by Gooey Cube, and it's presented by the Greater Mulmaster Beholder Corps, where we hope your minds will be opened by wonder. And playing today, as always, are Zane and Mark and Lee,
Yipper.
the mighty Trey, and Chris, technical genius.
Yep, maybe.
Yeah. And I am Casey, also known as the emissary of the Great Mother, and I ask you, my aberrations, shall we begin?
Yes, to the I degree.
Well, the eyes have it. So, you mean to tell me we're what? Okay. I didn't see that one coming. Just like we didn't see... Oh, holy crap! To arms! One and all, to arms! So, previously on the Red Star Rising campaign, we found out... Spoiler alert, like I said, if you haven't watched anything, then go away or plug your ears right now. Previously on the Red Star Rising campaign, we had a conversation with Mother Salvensa. Mother Salvensa informed us that the Hanata's troop are none other than contracted for hire, not mercenaries, spies.
Yeah.
Spies of the ninth degree.
Quite the revelation.
007, but 007?
007. Quite the revelation, but probably not wholly unexpected once you come back and go, oh, okay, well, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, that's what we found out. And shortly after she made that revelation, you were swarmed upon by many of these little slavering creatures. But
you forgot a couple of minis.
Yeah, a couple of minis. Yeah. Interestingly enough, the whole troop got involved in the combat, and so there were fireballs going off. There were amazing, flipping, spinning, roundhouse kicking, punching, slashing by the famous blind man Bran. There was smashing people over the head with frying pans. There was knocking people upside the head with tankards. There was lots of chaos, but you guys were able to prevail the onslaught and beat them back. And managed to not burn down the wagons in the process. So, and it culminated in the pet manticore of the troop flying in and carrying and slashing and ripping and tearing them to pieces. So, that's what happened previously. And after that, they said, you know what? You guys have had enough. It's been a long day. Second longest day ever. So, yeah, it's been a long day. So time to go to bed. So everybody got to go to bed, and we got a long rest. So we're gonna wake up. We're gonna wake up in the morning, and we're sleeping along the road. So we're gonna get packed up and ready to go. So that's where we begin. Everybody, go ahead and give me a D20 roll, please. Is it just me, or is Roll20 really slow tonight?
It's running standard for me.
Yeah, I'm
Got
not
a
having
little
any
bit of
problems with it.
I just tried to open a window.
Fliggin, did you just fumble a gooey? Did you just lose a gooey reward?
This,
That's how we
this
should
is
do it.
the way. Yeah.
If you roll a 1,
This is
you
how
should
we roll with Fleegan here.
This
Get
is
him
how
out.
we
Put
do
away.
it.
Yeah. Actually, I think that's the first time we've ever had a fumble on a GUI reward.
maybe
I
for
think-
another
think so.
campaign. Maybe another GUI campaign we'll do that. But wow,
Oh no!
there's
Wait, I did it in chapter 2. I'm the only one that fumbles on GUI rewards.
Well, considering the numbers, a 1, a 3, a 4, a 5, yeah, let's get those rolls out of the way because you're probably going to need the better ones. So if that works.
Yeah.
All
Don't
right.
need to be lucky if you're good.
So the morning comes with a gray, shrouded sky and a chill wind that blows from the north. About you, the troop breaks camp in near silence. The quiet broken only here and there by stifled crying or outright weeping coming from one another of your kin. A feeling that is both foreboding and grief-stricken hangs over the camp. It is surreal. Borag is dead. Kalnassi and Cray nearly slain. The three are the most capable warriors you have ever known. Who could have bested them so? And are the ones that did it still stalking the And as you ponder these things, Vestia appears before you, and her eyes are swollen and red, and her face is stern and hard. Come, my Zatis. It is again our time. I have the wagon ready. And just as the previous day, the party will take lead wagon with Vestia.
But can I bring the breakfast sandwich?
Oh, of course.
You better
Of course.
make it with spinach because we're gonna have to
Spell
kick
the
some
croissants.
butt.
Yes, your sandwich is quite tasty, quite, and I love Lena's sandwiches that she makes. She is wonderful with that, of course. So you may
Just
eat
say
it
it.
along the way.
You must say it like the dwarven. You must say sandwich.
Sandwich.
Oh, you know me. I've spent many years trying to speak with the dwarven dialect, and being the type that I am, I just have not been able to master it. I try savage.
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 See, there you go, Theros. You can make your sounds appropriate. I need to go over here and get these things ready. Let's get the reins together and get up on Lean Wagon and get moving. We have a good some 25 miles that we'd like to travel today before we get to on past the Blackrock Bog, and we'd like to get through that at least tonight because it's a stinky, nasty place. Nasty
Yes.
place.
That's quite a distance to travel.
All right, let's get this troop moving then.
If we could make it to King's Bridge, if not all the way to King's Crossing within a day, then we'll be in good shape. So,
Before leaving, I'll check on my mother. How Kalnassi is
Okay.
doing.
yeah, you have the opportunity to peek in on her, and she's actually still asleep at this point. Anton gives you at least some comforting news that she seems to, though slowly because of the poison in her veins, they know what it is, and they're able to kind of help keep it at bay. And it's going to take her some time to recover, but he's confident that she will be able to make it. It's going to be some time, and she hasn't regained any sort of lucid conscience at this point. So he'll certainly let you know as soon as she does.
Theros, brother, I hate to speak like this, for I have felt the hand of my captor before, but if we get our hands on any of these individuals involved in your father's death, we shall get every answer we can out of them, and hopefully recover your father's body, and they shall pay for it. Surely, as I am alive, they will pay for it.
They will pay. And to have good friends as yourself flee again. Kenna and Gror, on my side, it is comforting to know that justice will be done. And we will crush these enemies of the Blue Veil and punish them for the crimes that they have done against us and my family. But for now, we have work to do. We must move. 25 miles is quite a distance to move with all these wagons. Vengeance is on our way. We will crush them.
Theros,
A long way to go and a short time to get there.
Theros, I wish to mention something else, private a little. I know we are all given the challenge of leading the troop, but you being who you are, may be able to find out who are the greatest enemies of our troop. For if we've been doing the things that we have been told that we are doing, it is obvious we would have enemies, and I would assume the ones that could do what they have done would be our greatest of enemies. And I don't know if you have a way of finding out any of this information, and it might lead towards who is amongst our troop that is our enemy, or that has been questioned, and help us figure out who is stalking us.
I will ponder this. The question, Casey, is there anything other than the history that Theros has that would, in his childhood, maybe provide him some sort of inclination to that?
I'm trying to decide if I should have you roll for that or not.
Like if I was a child or something like that, because I'm sure being around my parents, they probably had. I was privy to conversations that the rest of the trip.
Yeah,
were
no,
not
and
necessarily.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, go ahead and give me history.
Perhaps an argument your parents had one time for being involved in something.
Yeah, he's racking his brain for something in his head. Give me a history check, please.
All right.
You really sit down and ponder, and you've taken time before you went to bed last night, and it kind of littered your dreams, and you're trying to put yourself back in any conversation you may have overheard by your parents that would give you any sort of inclination on what or who they may have met up with that could have done this. And there's just nothing that comes to mind that even seems like it would fit together, fortunately.
That is wise counsel, Quimber. I can't think of anything. We may have to later at lunch or when we take a break consult Mother Savenza on this further. Or maybe if Fleegan, since he appears to have the sight, we should probably use all of our resources to find out who is after us.
Yes, I will speak with Anton also, see if he knows anything.
Kenna, obviously, your father would be someone to speak with.
Yes, as soon as he's well enough and gains some
Yes.
more strength, I will take the time to do so. I'll check in on him when we have midday meal.
As you guys are speaking about this, Vestia circles back over and says, "Make haste! Come on, you all. We need to get a move on. We got a long ways to go. Let's load up and get moving. Everybody's packed and ready to go. We need to take lead wagon and get on ahead while they get the caravan lined up and in process." So,
Kenna, Fleegan, I just thought of this. If these things have already happened, those creatures, although many were easily dispatched, perhaps they were a distraction. We should probably look over our wagons before we head out.
Go ahead and head out. I will grab a horse and inspect, and then catch up once the troop is ready to roll out behind us.
Okay.
If that's okay with you.
yeah, that makes sense.
Sorry, I'm
And
So
just
you're
trying.
bringing a horse?
If you
Yeah,
all
and I'll
agree.
just give the wagons a good solid once over, make sure nothing is missing, and then from there we'll go. I'll grab a horse and head back up to the lead wagon, catch up.
All right, Gror, Fleegan.
I love horse with ketchup.
on your sandwich.
Nice.
Horse ketchup sandwich.
Fleegan, anything before we go?
No, just check out the wagons and hop on. Let's get out of here.
Okay. Kenna, go ahead and give me a investigation check, please. So you guys load up lead wagon and head on out while the rest of the caravan is getting in line to roll out, and you guys are a good 10 minutes ahead of the rest of the wagons while you check that out. Kenna looks around to see if she can find anything that may have been disturbed or altered or stolen or changed or something like that in the wagons, and from your inspection it seems like everything is in order as best you can tell.
Okay. I will let them know that as soon as I catch up to the lead wagon.
All right, so you guys head on down, and Vestia's up there right in lean wagon with you all, and she remains quite somber as you begin to travel along. Let me move you guys here. I will move you to this map, and hope that works for you all. I know maps sometimes can be silly, but
I can see it.
Yep.
It's blurry, but I can see it.
it'll clear up. Yeah, it's
There it
usually
is.
starts
Yeah.
blurry.
Just
Yeah, it usually takes a
loading.
minute or two.
So we'll be along the road on the left side of the map. You should
Yep.
see all of your tokens there.
Yep.
She'll chat a little bit about what she's thinking as you guys begin to travel, and she says, I still can't believe Borag is gone. With the Bonduran injured and grieving, Mother Salvanza having some kind of comatose fits, and the troop feels like it's coming apart at the seams. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do?
Everything we
seems-
can.
She seems more unsure and distracted than you've ever seen her before. She's usually quite sane of mind, and she just, this hit her really hard.
Gror pats
she's
her on
kind
the
of-
shoulder
Mhm.
and says, "These are the times that try all of us, and yet we come out forged harder. You have no whiskers, but you are well admired and of great power. I offer you a bite of my sandwich to grant you
Oh.
the strength to make it through this day."
Oh, Gror, you just have the right attitude and the right words and so many times. I appreciate you kindly for what you say. That's very sweet of you. I'll let you continue to enjoy your how's it say it again? Sandwich.
Aye.
I. Well, maybe I'll just say I, along with you, and it goes I. Is that how it goes? You bring a smile to my face, dear boy. Thank you. And she also says, oh, Kalnassi, bless her poor soul. It's like the fire's plumb vanished from her spirit. Seen her working her hands to the bone for many years, even though it's tough, and I just wish to see her do that again. I don't know how she's going to recover from all of this, but we will see. And it just brings me back to remembering Borag. I remember him when we were all young. He was always smiling, though perhaps the strongest person the troop has ever seen. Theros. So I think maybe even you may even rival that. You looking at who you are and what you are becoming, I could see you being even stronger. So I'm quite excited about what the future holds for you. But his heart was always tender, and there was a kindness in his ways. I will miss that. Learn well from him, Theros. He was a good man.
I think we'll all miss that.
Theros just sits in
Hey.
quiet, somber, seething anger.
I can see him turning red.
Yeah, he's turning.
A greenish red, probably.
Green
would
red.
be the color in his veins. Yes. Any one of you share any memories of Borag? Any thoughts or any condolences or memories of Borag as you travel here?
I still remember the day they pulled me out of the gutter. I was passed around. But what I would say struck fear in me, but also comfort at the same time, was when Borag picked me up to get a good look at me. I mean, I was so high off the ground, it's exhilarating and scary to look upon this person I'd never seen before. And then he just gave me a really strong, comfortable hug. I felt like I was completely covered by him. And he set me back down and sort of patted me on my head, although kind of made me feel young. It wasn't an insult. It felt good. And that was the first memory that I have of Borag.
Wow.
Yeah, he did a good
wow.
thing. He did a good thing in bringing you to the troop, and you were quite pleased with the fact that you've been here and joined us as well. I'm sorry, Fleegan. You were gonna say something.
Yeah. That's nice. He was a great guy, but I remember we used to have this game we played. It was called Mice and Men. Yeah, that's what it's called. When I was younger, I was only so tall. I was a tiny thing. And he used to play with me, and this is where he would like take his big monster's feet and clomp around like a giant, trying to step on me. But I'm too fast for that. So I could never step on me. And you know what? I think he was letting me win. I don't know, maybe not. I think he was.
Oh, Fleegan, you bring a smile to my face. I needed that, just like Gror does. I appreciate that. It's a good story, and yes, it was a good mon. But I tell you, I just can't wait till we get to Pronadol and get settled in for the winter. I mean, I hate traveling when it's cold. It's chills to the bone. Yeah, it's been good to. It'll be good to celebrate Winter's Dance and Fool's Day and try to put these evil times behind us. I even hear a few of the halfling barkeeps in town at Pronadol are planning on putting on an extra big feat. Excuse me, an extra big feast of New Day. They're doing it in a warehouse at the edge of town, and well, I'll say it shouldn't be too hard to maybe sneak in for a few pints or two. Which say you, Grow?
Hey.
I think we could do a little illusion and just kind of get in there and get what we need. I think that would be wonderful. And I'll look forward to that. That would be great. And speaking about that, the road is continuing to the east under the cover of a forest. This is coupled with a thin cloud cover above that makes the way somewhat shrouded in dark. And on the other hand, the chill winter breeze is actually muted beneath the boughs of the blue pine and the silver oak, which makes your journey far more comfortable than if you were out in the open. So that said, the dark, shadowy forest is also somewhat unnerving.
Keep your eyes open, everyone, just in case, but let's get to the King's Bridge as quick as we can.
As they're moving along there. As you travel down the road, and Kenna says this, appropriately the hairs on the back of your neck stand up because you see before you, I'll show you a picture, hanging from a branch above the roadway is a body that dangles from a noose. And the head is covered in a burlap sack, and the corpse wears breeches and a shirt. And as you regard the roadway ahead, you also note that there is a directional sign and a poster stuck on the tree. Did anybody disconnect because my Roll20 just did?
No, I'm still
Hey.
on. Just your picture just showed up.
Yeah, I got your hand
Yep.
out.
Okay. All right, well, like I said, Roll20 is being awfully laggy for me tonight, so...
Yeah, I was
apologize
having
for
that issue on Tuesday night, and it ended up crashing to the point where we had to cancel the game, so...
So, yeah, so that's what you see.
I just knocked on compressed wood. I hope that helps.
I hope so, too. I'll knock on my wood here.
Phrasing?
Strike that from the recording. Okay, we'll move on. So you see a man who was obviously hanged from the tree, hanging on the road in front of you. What do you do?
What does the sign say?
Oh, the sign. Well, I'll show you a picture of that.
Signs.
Because this is
Sign
Gooey
and
Cube,
paper.
and they have pictures of this stuff.
Of everything, it's great.
It says there's an arrow with a sign post on the tree that says Prondadal that way, which is the direction you're going, obviously. And then there's a note tacked to the tree underneath that says, "The Republic Senate is corrupt. They seek to rule the people and take their freedoms. Resist this tyranny." And there's a symbol below.
Does that symbol mean anything to anyone?
Blades look
Doesn't
a
mean
lot
anything
like,
to me.
it's a lot
Does
like,
it?
Farming shears, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what the creature is. Bird's head.
It looks like it could possibly be a falcon's head over a couple of crossed daggers.
I want some daggers like that.
Those are pretty wicked. You almost think they're scimitar-ish daggers. I don't know. So,
One time, didn't we have some kind of note or flyer about a party at a warehouse? I think
we
around the
have
time
a
that we got
flyer
snickered.
no, we have a flyer for one of the taverns in not Nevermore.
Darkenhaven.
Yeah, the other direction.
Strong
from where we are,
Armagillans.
Darkenhaven.
Strong Armagillans.
Yep,
Right.
that's it.
So it's not in Pronadal, though.
No.
No worries, that's what I was thinking. Couldn't remember where.
I thought there was something on a flyer on the first chapter that it listed a bunch of stuff.
There was a flyer attached to the tree that you guys found that said something about the. I think that may be what Goro was remembering. It. Have to go dig it back up, and I don't have it, but I do remember that you guys found something. It was about a gathering of people to discuss something about the Republic.
Right.
But
I was
you
thinking
guys
of the
don't.
Strong Armagillans mainly, but I probably had them both confused. We're good.
Yeah, this one happened quite some. Yeah, this was within a couple of one of the first sessions that we played, so I can understand if you forgot. It's probably in your notes somewhere. So, well, Vestia says,
The love of Gro's life works for the Republic, though, right?
yes, she what is it? Egalaton Hemeris. Is that who you're talking about?
Yeah, I've tried to forget that.
You're talking about Egalaton Hemeris, not the other girl.
Oh no, you're talking about Egalaton, yes.
Yes. She is a warden of the those who patrol the roads. So yes,
This
she
must
works
be
for the Republic.
incorrect, and or wants to tear it down.
Okay. So do you rip it down off the tree?
Hey,
Okay. Yeah, so you reach up and you tear it off the tree, and no, the tree's not a mimic, so nothing happens there.
Shucks.
But the
that's
sign
just-
if the poster is really, really low, then I could reach down and pull it up.
It's not too high there, yeah. You're able to reach up and grab it and tear it off. It's just as high. There is a lot of discord right now in the rule of the Republic, and thankfully we're road travelers, so we wouldn't even consider ourselves as members of the Republic of Zyranthia. But there seems to be a lot of unrest, especially around the parts of the main city in Darkenhaven. We've kind of avoided that area for some time because of it, and I don't know. Some think that maybe Anvala, the queen, the old queen, has passed on her lineage to her daughter, and they think that maybe she's not as kind and maybe she's mustering some ideas to potentially even build their strength and attack the Republic while it's kind of distracted by all of this unrest. It seems as if it's trying to delve in Worm's Fire, Wavecrest, all of the major cities and city-states of the Republic are after I'm not even sure. I'm trying to remember how long it's been. The Republic has been around for some 200 years. it's done pretty well, but it seems like within the last few years things are starting to fall apart. And Onfala has been growing. They sell a lot of pipe leaf and wine and things of that sort. And I don't know. I'm not sure what to think about that. It's all politics, and I usually don't like to get involved in that kind of stuff. So I think we should move on. Shall we move on, my friends?
Yes.
Oh,
I mean, inspect the body as we go by, just to see.
go
It's
give
not
me an
undead.
investigation. Are you looking for anything specific?
Actually, if I stand up in the stirrups, can I reach the hood on his head? I want to see if we can recognize him, or
Um.
I also want to look at the viciousness
Hey,
of
no,
the...
it's up a little too high for you to be able to reach the hood, unfortunately.
okay.
Oh, we didn't cut it down yet?
Wear any
I
insignia?
think we probably should cut down the body.
Anything that we see?
I say we leave the body there. Don't touch it.
Yeah, last time we touched a dead body, we got attacked by bandits.
And not to mention that somebody put it up there and they might not like us taking it down.
But is it right to leave a man's body hanging?
Depends on if he was a criminal or not.
Does it have any kind of insignia on it at all, Casey? Like badges or particular types of
Badges?
clothing that we might recognize?
Badges? He had no stinking badges.
Badges.
But
No,
he had
doesn't.
badgers.
Badgers.
Last time I had to deal with one of
Sandwich in
those,
his pocket.
peed on me.
Yeah, that,
Yes, that's true.
just about everything's peed on you at this point.
Yeah.
It's
Peter
Or
vomited
Pew.
on
Hasn't
you. or
bit
bit
me,
you,
vomited
or
yet.
bit you. Yes.
It is a good
As long
point,
as it has
though.
8 legs. But
Maybe someone should look for a trap if we do decide to cut this down. That's not going to set something off.
yeah. Fleegan, can
I'm
you take a
about
look and make sure?
3 feet too short to see the feet of this thing.
I can lift you.
Look in the woods.
You just need to look at the other end of the rope.
I will look at the other end of the rope, but I'm not going to cut it down because, for all we know, this person deserved it.
you're checking to see if it's trapped then?
Yes.
Perception check, please.
I'll keep an eye out into the woods while he's doing that.
But we are information gatherers, and there may be information to be gathered here.
You're not
No,
sure
we're
if
not
there's a
really
trap
bothered.
around there or not.
The rope's tied to the tree.
If we cut it down, we should make sure the wagons are at a safe distance.
We just have the lead wagon, right? Because everyone's
Yep,
about
we just
10
have
minutes
the lead
behind us.
wagon.
I don't want to. I don't want the youngsters seeing a dead body hanging.
That's true.
Let's cut it down
That is true. Let's go ahead and cut it down.
because we
This is
don't know if
pretty,
this
like,
man is a criminal or not.
Right. And it's probably pretty unusual that somebody's hung up over the road.
I'm going to take
About,
the
you know,
sign as well, the paper.
Kind of posting or anything. Already took the paper.
Yeah, he
Okay.
took. Gror has it. He ripped it off
Got
the.
Not gonna keep it because we don't want to get caught with something like that. But right now at the moment, I was thinking of sticking it in the dead guy's pocket later. But there's nothing normal about hanging somebody over a road in the middle of nowhere, is there, Casey?
No, that's not normal.
Not in the slightest.
Yeah, if I'm riding on the wagon, can I stand up and use
You can
Graxel?
climb up on top of
enough.
the wagon and be able to reach it,
And then
probably even
chop.
cut it down. Are you looking at doing that?
Yep.
Yeah. You notice as you get close to it that there's a stench coming off of him that makes you think that he's been dead for probably more than a day. And you actually notice now that there is a small note on his chest that you didn't see before that says, "Thieves get their reward."
Ooh. Yeah. See, that makes me less inclined to cut it down.
No man, a thief would be hanging at the city wall.
Yeah,
Not
I don't think that would
woods.
happen here.
True.
Plus, like you said, the youngsters don't need to see it either.
Yeah.
I will cut it down.
Say human for sure.
We don't know. Cut it down
No.
and investigate the body.
Yeah. Yeah, you're able to cut it down, investigate the body. Did you guys look under the hood then?
Yep.
I want to know the viciousness in the person's death. I'm not sure if they died just from being pulled up and hung,
Yeah,
or
give
if
me
it
a
was a
medicine
vicious
check.
attack on them beforehand.
Okay. Kimber, give me a medicine check then. Looks like he was beat to death. Well, he was beat up pretty bad, and then the manner of death was obviously hanging. But he was beat up pretty bad, and then they hung him.
Is he human or what race is he?
Yeah, he looks like he was human.
Okay.
Language
Outside
on the
of
note
that-
was common,
Let's move him out
Yeah.
into the woods
Yeah.
so they can't see him. And they
and
come
the
by.
penmanship just really common, straight, lowercase letters or something, or
Yeah, just basic.
printed at least.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was just basic script. Somebody scribbled on a note that they stuck to his chest. So not in blood or anything like that. Just written on a piece of parchment with ink.
Stuck to his chest with what?
Just a pin, just a straight pin.
I'm sure stuck to his shirt, not like nailed through the chest.
Correct. Yes. Yeah. It
Or,
was,
yeah, it's a-
it was on a shirt.
I still didn't know if it was a
quality
pin
of
or
the
not.
clothing is the quality of the clothing commoner clothing or fancier or
It seems to be rather dirty. I wouldn't say that it's rags, but it's definitely not any. It's not. He wouldn't be of high standing based on the
Got it.
clothing.
Got
So,
so not a senator or noble of any kind.
you wouldn't know that based on the look of the clothing, and it would
Okay.
be highly unlikely based on what he was wearing. Yeah. So you guys cut him down, you inspect the body, you find out all of this stuff, and then I heard you say you're gonna just drag him off into the woods.
Yeah, we don't
Yeah.
have time to bury him.
Yeah, move him just out of sight from the road,
Okay.
just so.
This just says, "Oh, I'm more and more impressed with you all as the time goes on. You all seem to have just a solid spirit about you, and appreciate that. We've gotten so busy in all these years doing the things that we do. Sometimes we lose that. So I'd say hold on to that. Hold on to that, Zatis."
Did we
It's,
thoroughly check him, like his pockets and everything?
They did. You didn't really find anything.
There is something else I want to look when I look at dead bodies in the future. Is I was probably present for a lot of Anton's healing of Cray and Kalnassi, and I'm also looking for similarities into attacks on them, so that maybe we might find a trail towards their who
Okay.
assaulted them.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and give me another medicine check, please.
Yeah, see if he was affected by the same poison or something.
If there's like a hole in one of them that fits a pickaxe or a cut that
Yeah.
really reaching here, I know.
Yeah. No, it's a good thought. It's a very good thought. The this particular inspection doesn't seem to turn up any sort of correlation. I wouldn't say that you're confident about that, but nothing seems to fit together.
The body still have boots or shoes?
Let's see here. Really show. No.
Barefoot.
He's not wearing any shoes. He's got socks on though.
Nasty, dirty smelling socks, I'm sure.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
he smells because he's been dead for about a day or so.
I say we
Socks
pass.
common among thieves.
I think we should pass down the line that we should be extra cautious.
I can take the message back and let them know. I've got the horse, so I'll ride back to the other wagons and let them know that to keep an eye out, because let them know what happened and what we found.
Okay. Those that you meet up with are appreciative of what you've done, and that, especially that you're trying to protect the youngsters from seeing something of that gruesome nature.
Yes.
And though, they've been with the troop, and from time to time, things like that just are part of life.
Yeah.
And so it's not that they haven't seen this kind of stuff before. It's good to kind of help, preserve some of their innocence.
They don't need to see more of it.
Yeah, they don't
Reduce
need
their
more,
exposure.
especially with the trauma that they're dealing with right now. Of course.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So you do that, then you head on back, and at that point, Vestia and the other lead wagon have moved on down the road a bit, and as you get back, the wind makes the branches about you on the road creak and moan. And wind or not, it is still actually quite cold. When suddenly the horses stop on their own. They just stop, and they start neighing and prancing in their harnesses. And Vestia, she looks about. She says, "Something is wrong, Xantius. Prepare yourselves."
Already prepared.
Already prepared.
I
of
will
course.
leap off the wagon with Graxel, ready to smash whatever comes out of the woods.
Okay. Okay. What else?
And I'll just be I will jump in front of the horses. I'll jump down, walk into the front of the horses by about 5 feet at the ready.
Righty.
I'll dismount and then hitch the horse to the wagon, and then be prepared for anything coming at us.
Okay.
Or wants to climb up on top of the wagon.
I
Okay.
will join Gore.
On top of the wagon. Okay.
He looks one side, I'll look the other.
We will be
Okay,
the
yeah.
tallest.
We will. I'll be second tallest.
For the first time ever.
I'm taller than you are. Kimber, what are you doing?
I'm surveying the area, thinking of what I might call upon my god to help the situation or enlighten us to what has disturbed the horses. But so far, nothing has come to mind. There are many passing thoughts of protecting the lead warrior with a spell or casting a light into the forest. But at this time, I'm more just being perceptive, trying to figure out what my next move is.
Okay. There you go. Well, as you guys prepare, suddenly charging towards you from the shadows on the road ahead can be seen a large pack of big, yellow-eyed canines. And although nearly large enough to be wolves, it becomes obvious as they approach that they are actually large hounds, and they move with surprisingly great speed. Go ahead and roll initiative as they bound into you guys in attack. You guys saw the
Quick
picture,
question.
right?
Yes,
Why
very
is-
cool.
Yeah, it is very cool. Why is monsters always jumping out from the shadows and never from the light?
Oh God! What?
See, just in case we get captured or anything or searched, you did hear when I say I stuck that note that we tore down in the dead guy's pocket.
Yeah, I heard that.
Okay, I'm just making sure we don't get pinched or something like that.
That's another crit fail for me on initiative. This is getting boring. And old.
And I rolled a natural 20 on initiative. Whee!
No. I rolled so good
So-
this time.
So, excuse me, aside. So I don't know if anybody has played True Dungeon, but I played True Dungeon, and they're doing it online right now, because they obviously can't do it in person. I just got a treasure token today that's called Tankard of Celebration, and when somebody rolls a natural 20 for initiative, if you yell, woohoo, then you take a drink and you regain 10 hit points. So I'm going to yell, woohoo!
Oh, nice.
Because I just rolled a natural 20 on my first initiative after getting that token. I thought that was pretty appropriate.
I played True Dungeon back in 2012.
I
So
have
now all the dogs have more hit points now. Yay!
Oh no.
Oh no. All right, so there.
Approximately how far away are they from us?
They bowl right into you guys, so they didn't surprise you. You guys were ready, but we are right in the thick of things, so they are basically right at that point, right in front of you. So just use this map and the grid on it as if you're on the road, and the road pretty much just goes from left to right.
Yep.
About 20 feet wide. So I need to get their thing open here, and we are going to get this off of here, and then we're going to pull this over here, and then
Where's Killer?
where's Killer when you need him?
Hiding.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
he's somewhere with the rest of the troop right now. But
He's probably with my mother.
He's probably with the
My
kids
sandwich?
getting the belly rub.
I leave him with my mother or the youngsters, one of the two.
all right. So they get to go first. So just crash into you. So I'm gonna go ahead and move them. Make them. Right. Okay, so we're going to have. We're going to start with this one. So the first one's going to take a bite out of Theros and immediately roll a critical.
Well, it didn't roll on our side, but
Let you know what's here in a second. So you're going to take, what is that, 13 points of piercing damage. This thing bowls into you, and you do not get a chance to make that strength saving throw, and he knocks you to the ground. So...
Yay, prone.
Yes, so you're prone. And then the hounds on either side of you were planning on attacking you as well, so they do 17.
by the way, we can't see your rolls, just to say.
I thought I changed that. You didn't see it?
I don't see it. Do you guys see it?
Strange.
You can see the critical hit thing, but not the actual attack.
Right.
I put it
Which-
on public. That's weird.
Hmm.
That's really weird. Well, anyhow, okay, I'll just tell you what happens then, because it's supposed to be rolled to you guys. Well, anyhow, so does a 17 hit? I don't think so.
Is it piercing?
Yes, it's piercing. No, it
Then
doesn't.
yes, it hits.
Oh, that's right, it does. It does.
Because I'm 18. I'm 18,
18
unless it's
without,
piercing.
okay.
It's 16.
All right. Well, it's not that he's trying to put. It's actually not going to hit because he can't get his teeth up through those spokes and everything like that. So he actually does miss.
Okay.
The next one is going to be a critical as well.
There's
So
the
you're going
pin
to take.
person.
You're going to take another 10 piercing damage, and you have two hounds latched onto you, tearing at you with their jaws. They completely just pounced on Theros and start tearing away at him. They're hungry doggies. All right, one next to Roar is going to attempt to bite him.
I'm on the roof of a wagon.
Yes, but they actually are able to jump up and snap at your legs, and so they're going to try and get at your legs. They're actually that big and that strong, believe it or
Oh.
You
not.
shouldn't have been sitting down with your legs over the edge.
Exactly.
Quick
But
question, Casey.
but because of that, he's still unable to get to you. Yes, Theros.
Is Vestia going to roll for initiative? Is she? going to-
Vestia needs to roll for initiative. You're right. Hang on just a second.
Her token's not on the mat.
Yeah, I meant to do
Do
that.
the
and then I
horses
got
continue to
distracted.
boogie? Or dance about?
Vestia, where are you? There she is. Okay. Okay.
Oh,
Wow.
Gee.
2. You better say woohoo. 10 more points.
So how many natural 20s have I rolled in the last 5 rolls? I have rolled
3.
4.
1, 2,
Or 5,
3,
yeah.
4 in the last 1, 2, 3,
Wow.
4, 5 rolls.
Yes.
I think roll
I think
20's
you digitally loaded your dice.
I think
Yeah,
I did digitally load my dice, didn't I? Yeah, okay. All right, well, she gets to go first. So she is going to... She is going to... Need to make this a little bigger. This is crazy. Roll 20 is acting weird. She likes dogs, so she's going to try and put them to sleep. So we may retroactively change a couple of things here, Theros. So let's see what happens here. La-di-da-di-da. But she'll probably put the ones in the front who end up pushing towards the back there to sleep first. So, okay. This one. This one. Go to sleep. All right. So there you go. So yeah, so she casts sleep on those two, but the others still hit you there. So, okay. So now we're going to go to this one on Gror. That one is going to attempt to bite him. Oh, you know what? I think that one. I rolled that one already,
Yep,
and
it missed.
he missed. Okay. So then we were going with that one was already done. So that one right there, snapping up at Kimber. And actually, that one Kimber is going to hit for 9 piercing damage.
It's a new day. I wish to put a burst of light in its face.
Okay.
So disadvantage. I don't know what the disadvantage roll is, so that's gonna.
Disadvantage roll makes him miss.
Oh yes.
So you flash a light in his face, and you hear a "Arr!" as he shakes his head backwards, just as his jaw was about ready to clamp down on your leg and start chewing on it a bit. So, all right, the other two are asleep. So, Theros, you have 2 big dogs on top of you, biting the ever-living snot out of you.
Well, how are they biting me? Are they on arms? What are they on appendages? Can I smash them together?
Let's see. One of them is biting into your shoulder. The other one is on one of your legs, lower part of your leg.
All right.
So one of them's kind of right up on top of you, and really kind of standing on you, on your torso, and he's chewing on your shoulder. And the other one is got his jaws clamped along the lower portion of your leg, and he's kind of trying to pull on it and tug on it. It doesn't feel very good. It hurts.
All right. We're gonna have to get standing up first, and then Graxel is going to. We're going to take a golf swing at the one on my lower leg, obviously with the blade first, to see if we can slice this thing in half.
Can you go ahead and give me a athletics check to see if you can actually get up with these dogs on you? Yeah, you're able to get up. You're able to push the one off of you, and the other one's still lashed onto your leg, but you can kind of, get up. So, but you're grappled by it in the sense of you can't move anymore. You're just able to get up.
Very good. Then we will proceed to Graxel that one as a golf swing.
The one on your leg? Yeah.
Yep.
4.
Nothing.
Or not.
Yeah. This thing has got you quite distracted and you missed, so. Alright, anything else?
Nope.
Oh. Alright. Kimber, it's your turn.
Alright, well, one of us has been injured pretty good already.
Quite. 26 points of damage. That's more than half my hit points.
And I can't ignore the dog either, so I am going to quickly throw a healing word his direction and swing my mace on the dog in front of me.
Hit points there.
Thank you.
You're gonna crack him upside the head with that mace.
Nice.
For 8 bludgeoning damage. Alright.
I'll stand my ground. There's nowhere to go.
Anything else? I guess
No.
that's it. Yep. Okay, Fleegan, you're up.
Am I considered adjacent to this, even though I'm up on the wagon?
Yeah. Yep.
Well,
Just remember, guys, don't hit the ones that are asleep. That wakes them up.
I will stab that one. As soon as I find where I hit my character. And the first dagger will be, of course, the one that has a serrated edge that causes them to bleed. And I'll stab myself instead.
You're gonna fumble on that. Roll fumble, please. I'm rolling all 20s, he's rolling all 1s. Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Roll on the fumble table for me when you get a chance.
I'm looking for it.
Yeah.
Thought I had it on my buttons.
Oh. Roll 2 more times.
Whoa.
I think that's a really, 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 really low roll. Oh boy. Okay. That's not fun. Roll again.
Oh.
What the?
I rolled twice.
Again, I don't know if it's my lag, but I haven't seen the second.
Give them hope. Your target's allies within 30 feet gain
Oh, there it
a
is.
1d6 inspiration die that can be used during this encounter.
Oh, wow.
Go Fleegan!
So Fleegan,
Wow.
you go to stab him, and you must not have slept as well as you thought that you did last night, and you actually flop around, and they smell the advantage, and so that gives them these abilities, obviously. So, and you can't make your second attack because you fumbled your first one. So Gror, you're up.
Is there still a dog on Theros?
No, Theros
That's a
threw the dog off. The other one's got his leg. He's got him by the leg.
The foot or the leg dog is there, humping
Yes.
his leg.
Yeah. Well, he's not humping
Right.
his leg; he's chewing on
Okay,
it.
I'm gonna shoot the leg humper.
He's adamant that the
Well,
dog.
even if he's not humping him, I'm gonna shoot him. Shoot him with
No,
the,
it's a
the
wood dog.
double-bowed crossbow.
So, Trey, I asked if I was adjacent because throwing is using ranged attack when they're adjacent to you gives you disadvantage. That's why I attacked with my daggers.
Yep.
So badly.
So there is one adjacent to me right now, is what you're saying?
2 of them, actually.
There's actually 2 of them
Am I
adjacent
not
to you. Yeah.
understanding that?
Yeah.
Keep thinking the roof's higher, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, well, then we'll switch weapons
Okay.
and use my battle axe two-handed and the one that has tried to bite me.
Okay. You are just gonna miss on that.
Dang it.
Anything else?
No, that should be good.
Okay. Right, Kenneth, you're up.
Okay. Starting with my short swords on this one, the one that attacked Gror. So, stabby.
Going to stabby hit for 7 points of damage.
And offhand for bonus action, misses.
Yep, you try and swing around, and it is unable to connect at that point. All right,
However,
anything else?
because of my ability where he can't opportunity attack me if I move because I attacked him, I'm going to move over here.
Alrighty. Alright. Vestia is realizing that this is a little bit more dangerous than initially thinking. And so since this one is asleep, she's going to maneuver around over here. And she is going to put her hands together, reach out, yeah, she should be able to do that. Thing. Yeah, that's right. There.
I detect a burning hands.
Yeah.
Holy burning hands, Batman.
I think I can find a position of which she can get 3 of those. So, poof, she is going to cast Burning Hands on those 3 doggies. So that's a dexterity saving throw. If I remember right.
Yes. Dexterity
Okay.
save.
Doggy number 1 right in front of her. Does he succeed? Where's your spell save DC?
Mm. 16.
Oh, it's in here somewhere.
If you click on her, I think it's the red dot. 16.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I knew I put that somewhere. Yeah, it's 16. Okay, so he does not succeed. All right. So the other one, no, and no. Okay. Moment. All right. So 3d6.
Nice.
Plus she is,
Almost maximum damage.
yeah. Plus she has where is she? Oh my gosh, yeah. Plus 7. I think her attack modifier is 7. Looks like it. She has a charisma of 20. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's 7. Or no, well, she's higher level than that. No, it's 8. Wow, okay. So she does 25 points of damage. So she's going to kill that one. She is going to kill that one. And
If I ever see her ever do any type of incantation with her hands and then go boom, I'm going to step to the side.
yeah, no, she's a boss. So she is a trying to remember. I think she's a 7th level sorceress, something like that. All right. Okay, so she does her thing. All right, so it's the doggy's turn. So the one gnawing on your leg is going to see if he can tear your leg off. But as he releases to try and bite it again to pull on it, he is unable to latch back onto it. And then the one that you threw off of you is going to try and bite you again. This is against Theros, and he's going to miss as well. Well, my dice rolls are going to the other end of the spectrum. And so then we're going to have the one adjacent to Kimber try and attack him. And is going to roll a crit.
I think I will definitely use another warding flare. Oh, wait.
It doesn't matter. Crit auto hits. It doesn't matter if you use it, so don't
Oh, it
waste
doesn't?
it.
Don't waste it.
Disadvantage won't work.
Well, honestly,
Actually-
my rule would be that, you know, if it causes disadvantage, I have to take the
Yeah.
disadvantaged roll,
Yeah,
and
that
so
is
I'm
true.
going to miss.
Yep.
Yeah.
I,
Okay.
Excellent use of that. The
Yeah.
flare.
I think we're getting messed up enough. I need to stay standing so I can keep healing.
All right. Well, I think I passed Theros accidentally. Theros, you're up.
No worries. I will Graxel this dog that was gnawing on my leg. There you go.
Going to hit. And good thing he's not on your leg anymore.
Yes. Well, I was hoping to slice him in half so that, like, there were just some jaws on my leg and the rest of the dog was gone.
You can kick him off.
Just pry it off later, you know.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you indeed took your Graxel and sliced the dog completely in half. As you slam down hard on him. So, yeah, he's dead. All right. Anything else?
That's it. Turn to the next whack a dog.
Right. I actually skipped over Kimber. Kimber, you're up.
It's okay. I was documenting my flare being used and typing a silly thing into chat.
Of course.
My comrades, how don't want to use up all my spells in case this is a really long day.
I can heal him. I can heal him too. Don't forget.
So I'm trying to figure out if I should throw a warding flare. I mean, a healing word again.
Don't worry about me. I've got temporary hit points as well.
Don't you have an amulet too?
Yeah, but I can't use it as a free action. That would take my full action.
Let's focus on just trying to kill these dogs, and we can deal with that after.
I agree. Once threat is done, we can definitely heal up. Yeah, I agree with you.
Exactly.
So I will swing my mace since I do so much better with it than I do with my spells. Does that hit a hound?
That hits the hound doggy. 4
Right.
bludgeoning damage. Okay.
The magic
Better than a
number
miss.
is 14.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
I think if I can. Let's see. The one to the north with the net, they're asleep, right? North,
Yeah.
west. So
Yeah,
I
those
will-
are the ones asleep.
So I will reposition myself. And I'm done.
So you just kind of roll around. Okay.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
don't know.
All right, Fleegan, you're up.
Let's try this again, folks.
Oh yeah.
Does that hit?
Does hit.
Flakin does damage this game. Yes. Max damage. Nice.
Did you roll your d6 for sneak attack?
No, I did not. Thank you.
And that special bleed damage.
Well, it's still one more.
Well, you
It's
did enough
minimum.
damage. You did enough damage to kill it anyway, so it's dead.
Good. Then I will take the spot of Mr. Member and yeah, my lucky number is a 1. Offhand.
Yeah, it's gonna hit too.
Woohoo!
For max
Damage. Okay. All right. All right. Well, it's Gror's turn then.
Well, it looks like there's only one left to hit. That's awake, so I'll attack that adjacent one.
Oh, nice.
Nice. That is a critical. So you can roll on the crit table if you'd like, and you do. Jeez.
Dang!
He takes. He takes
the
that
dog
battle axe and he
explodes.
takes the head right off of that dog.
Turns out
You can
that
roll.
dog was just an inflated dog balloon filled with blood.
So after you attack, you can actually dodge if you want to. So, but there's nothing.
Since there's
technically-
nobody here,
It's just flying.
can I jump off the wagon after I hit him and
Oh yeah.
dwarven
Oh yeah.
stomp the one?
Sure.
Okay, so I'm gonna land on this guy with a 2-footed dwarven stomp.
The one's asleep.
That might wake
Yeah.
him up.
It's okay.
So you're gonna stomp on the one that's asleep. Okay. All right. Well, it's no
I mean,
longer
how
asleep,
else can we?
But he's gonna stomp on it. Okay. So he's got the door open. Stomp on that doggy. All right.
I've never stomped on a living victim yet, so it's a new
All right.
hitless thing.
All right, Kenna, you're up.
Kimmer's definitely watching Roar's action over there, so he can try to mimic it badly later.
Okay, well, since he jumped on that one and it's probably going to wake up now, I'll just stab it quickly. Or not.
Or not.
Maybe the offhand.
Oh,
No, because,
So
you know,
so there's a big roar in the way, and you're like, Roar, get out of the way, and you go to stab, and you miss, and then he tries to get out of the way, and then he gets in your way, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, man.
Not having a good
Twist your ankle.
Pulled something.
Yeah, and you're trying to stab, and Gror's in the way, and you're like, Gror, get out of the way. So he tries to move out of the way, but then he bumps into you, and you like twist your arm or your leg weird, and you pull up, a bit, and then Gror runs away apparently. So
Thanks, Gror.
Busy stomping. What?
Let's kill them first, then you can stomp.
It's that
I
old
don't think
wound.
that's necessary. I'm
I
not
think it's
sure.
from that.
Yeah, it is.
I'm checking a theory out.
It's that
There's
old
a new
wound
theory,
when
a
I
new
smashed her toe.
all right, it's Vesta's turn. She's kind of standing there watching this calamity of errors go on with Kenna, and she just shakes her head. And then she
I look at her like, I know, right?
she's going to she's gonna go ahead and scorching ray the dog. Alright. Which is going to be
Casey, if that dog woke up, it took damage, you're saying?
no.
If it's vigorously shaken, it will wake up, and I think a stomp from a dwarf off of a wagon is enough to wake it up.
I would hope so. That's why I think
She's
it might
gonna
take
hit it with her
damage.
scorching
and
ray,
force it waking up.
so that is going to be oh, that is enough to burn the doggy to death. She's all about the fire tonight, so
She's on fire.
yeah, alright. So it's the other dog that incidentally is potentially underneath Gror at this point. I don't know, but Gror could move over there anyway, so I'm gonna put him down here. But it's its turn, it's still asleep, it can't do anything, so Theros, you're up.
I'll calmly walk over to the dog and put an end to it. And I'll put an end to it
Put an
since it's
end.
asleep.
I thought you were
I-
going to rub its belly.
Yeah, I will rub its belly after I put it, slice its neck open.
Okay, you
You
get attack
stomp
with
on it, you're
advantage.
cool.
You get attack with advantage. Okay, well
I
you
think
did
that'll
beat it.
hit.
You hit for 10 slashing damage, which wakes it up, and it's not dead, but it is awake now. It is bleeding profusely from the gash, so Kimber, you're up.
The last hack.
I mean, smash.
Kimber will run up.
He's gonna
with
put it
his-
to sleep, right?
His shield and come in, sort of pushing at the animal, and as it's watching this big shield in its vision, blind it. I'll come over the top with my mace and try to smack it before it can tell that I'm even attacking.
Okay.
Okay, here I'm gonna nick it. Watch. Oh no! That is good.
6 bludgeon.
You go up there, and that big gash in its side that was put there by Theros had it squealing, squirming on the ground, and you just smacked it upside the head, put it out of its misery. So, congratulations, you beat all of the doggies here.
Somehow I feel
And
there's...
Glora looks at you and says, "What? No stomping?"
That one little encounter with, what, 5, 6 doggies? 7 doggies? Double
7 doggies.
the amount of 20s and 1s we rolled. All last game with all those other creatures.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we got all of that out of our system. We'll see. I'm not sure, but that was.
I think it's because they were such large targets, though.
that was a bit insane.
That was a lot of bimodal distribution on the rolls.
Bimodal distribution? What the
Bimodal.
hell?
Ones and 20s. Nothing in between.
Is that from the plane of law or something?
Theros, math is hard.
So as you guys are cleaning up the carcasses of these dogs and throwing them off into the woods on either side of the road, because again you had already tried to hide the one body, but not sure you need to see the youngstas see all of the gore from a bunch of dead dogs lying around. You're just getting finished up with all of that and kind of cleaning your hands off at the dust and everything nearby, and the rest of the caravan pulls up behind where you're stopped, and Vestia tells what's going on. And
Do the dogs have collars?
No, they didn't actually.
Okay.
They looked like they were wild dogs. They were just really, really big dogs.
Jeez.
I am on the same page as the collars now. Do these dogs look like they've been living in the wild, or do they look like they've been groomed recently?
No, they look like they've been living in the wild, yeah. They
Okay.
look like a pack of very large wild dogs. But they don't look like wolves. They don't look like coyotes. They look like they could have been domesticated dogs.
They come from a domestic stock, in other words. But
Yes,
they're wild.
exactly. Yes.
Got it.
That's it. So, all right. We're gonna go ahead and give. All right, Theros, you're gonna get 10 hit points back from healing from the troop. Did anybody else get hurt?
Thank you,
Only
sir.
my pride.
Only your pride. Yeah.
Several dogs were hurt.
Several
yeah.
dogs were hurt in the making of this encounter.
Anton's able to come
It's
over
real.
and to give you a little healing, and Vestia says, "Well, that kind of slowed us down. I think we ought to be on our way." Our
Agreed.
little encounter there kind of had us going, so we'll move on. So you guys continue on down the road. The road continues on through the woods while the strong northerly breeze continues to cause the boughs to sway and creak. And the sound is disturbing, and it wears on you as the wagon squeaks and groans along the old stone track that is known as the King's Highway that you're traveling. And as you round a bend in the highway, you see before you a number of wagons steered by halflings. I'll show you a picture here. The wagons are filled with large kegs and casks, and a small folk that crew the train are all armed, and they seem looking wary. The pair of halflings in the lead pull their wagon to a stop, with the rest of the train following suit as they stop. And the female halfling at the front there stands upon the buckboard and hails you. "Greetings! Cheers, Shazat folk! We mean you no harm, but should you attempt to impede us or in any way accost our wagons, we shall kill you."
We have no quarrel with you. We are simply passing on the road, heading to our winter campground.
Well,
They're coming towards us, correct?
yes.
Okay. Our caravan is behind us, and you will about by 10 minutes or so. So you will see more wagons, but they mean you no harm as well.
Be it known that the word Shizat amongst the Hanatas is a polite way of playful banter, but amongst people who are not our friends, it is an insult. So I will take it that you are our friends, correct?
think that we are, unless you mean us harm.
Oh,
And we
surely
would not
not.
do that. And if I offended you in such a way, I do not know. And nobody has told me that Shazant is any sort of name that would be pejorative in one form or another. But if you take it as such, then I will apologize. And may I offer you a drink?
Oh, I take
Someone-
it from your response that you are definitely friends of ours, and I do not take it as an insult. But know that our road has been very perilous, and we are lucky to still be here and alive. So I wish you less unfortunate events that we have encountered along our way.
I will relate to them what we have seen, the bandits and the dogs, the hounds that attacked us, and
Well, it'd be funny that you say that kind of thing. We dealt with a minor brigand raid near King's Causeway back behind us after we crossed the bog. But I will say that group will not be troubling anyone ever again.
nor will
So-
the ones we ran into. You can be assured of that.
Oh, good. So we have cleared the way for you, and you have cleared the way for us, as it were. I see. Sounds as if we've done each other a service, and a tip of hat to respect to you all as well. But we are, as we move towards Nevermore with our order of drinks for both Bardard and Ferd at the Mangy Hound, and then Edvard at the Mathis Wolf there in Nevermore. We sure would like to get there. There's a fairly big storm brewing behind, coming from the northeast this direction, and by the looks of it, it's going to be a nasty one coming. So we need to get a move on. But it's a good time for a bit of a break. Would you like to sit down and join us for a bit of ale? We got some good stuff here.
Vestia, do you think we have time for that, or should we move on in order to race against this storm?
It's the
Well,
Grow whispers, who has the time for halfling swill?
give me a stealth check.
Vestia, I am quite interested in a little bit of their drink just to see what it tastes like, but also the smell of that pipe is rather intriguing also, and perhaps we might make a little bit of a trade here. I mean, not, of course, their shipment that is already expected down the road, but perhaps they have other things that they are just carrying amongst themselves that we might be interested in for a long winter.
The discussion that you have about that with her, they do not, they're not necessarily in the position to trade. They have leaf for sale. They have ale for sale. She actually overhears your whisper, and you hear a guffaw from her, and she said, "Did I hear somebody say something about swill or a bad hooch?"
He's had worse. I said, what do you expect from a dwarf? They are very
Grow says,
very
"Did you?"
proud folk, especially when it comes of their brewing skills.
He says,
He answers her question with a question.
What is the question?
Did you?
Oh, I've heard some stories about the bad hooch coming out of Nevermore, and there's also been some strange doings of that sort in Prondadal. There's just some folks have gone missing. They just seem to leave their home at night, and some people says it's from some rotten drink or something like that.
They're
we
called
have-
the Shiners, and you should avoid them there.
The shyness.
Yes.
Well, that's good to know. I will make sure that we do avoid as we head that direction.
Perhaps we do
Yes.
have a tale to spill while we, treat ourselves to a little bit of each other's goods.
Well, I think so. My name is. Excuse me for not showing my name. My name is Cornea.
It's a weird name.
Is
Yeah.
that a happy name?
It's much more beautiful than Fleegan.
Oh, you wooed me.
Oh,
Oh, wait, you do that against Kenna. Never mind.
I thought dwarven pronunciations were tough. Halflings are impossible. Wow. How does she move her jaw like that?
Well, she'll just say that she's known as Fizz and Feats, and they're famous for their Fizz and Feats stout. So she's very, very she's very confident that you all will enjoy the fine Fizz and Feats stout. And
then I will have it. I'll
Well-
have some.
sounds good. So they pour a little bit of that for you all, and as they do, there's a little bit of chit chat that goes back and forth, and
Or we'll have none of it.
Regan's keeping an eye on everybody because there's too much shenanigans going on.
Yeah.
Much time being wasted.
I prefer we stay so we can wait for the rest of the caravan to show up, just in case.
I will.
Isn't there only 2 midgets that might kill the caravan? I mean, this seems like they'd be safe. I'm not sure.
I'll let them know. I'll show them the symbol of the Shiners and tell them to watch for it, and tell them that what god was it that they were worshiping? Wrote it down, but then ended up deleting it accidentally. Yeah, Ulthons. That they're
Ulthons, yeah.
that they're
I think I'm
worshippers of
pronouncing that
Ulthons.
incorrectly, but that's what I'm calling it. So,
That's fine.
well, if you're sharing that with us, that's good. We shall give you some information to watch out for yourselves if you find yourselves going northeast along the King's Highway. I hear tell there more than a few have gone missing while riding upon the road. Keep your swords at the ready and your eyes sharp. There's something evil afoot along this road. And I'll tell you what, it ain't just the bandits that we took care of.
I would definitely agree with you on that. We have seen our share of issues. So
One of you happens to mention something about the sign about the Republic on the.
Yeah, I was going to
tree
mention
there.
that in the hanging body.
yeah,
Yeah, and they say, well, there's that New Republic Society that seems to be popping up recently. Tell you what, they're a bunch of spines and traitors. They may
Do you know
like
what their symbol looks like?
I don't actually know, but they make like they're all for the poor and the downtrodden, and that they want to bring back the former glory of the Republic. But I'll tell you what, that's a barrel of slooch spit. And I hear tell that they may be even allied with the Arachnoids. Could you imagine that? Bunch of humans, dwarves, elves, halflings, and more, all working on behalf of them stinking Aurochs.
Didn't we run across one of
yes, we found a
bodies or
body
something?
of an Auroch actually closer to Nevermore.
Really? In these pods?
Yes.
Well, that just lends fuel to the fire that this Republic Society is
Also,
something evil.
we have run into one of the Dark Elves.
The Dunahadri?
Yes, and Knowles. They were working with the Dark Elf, the Dunahadri.
Along this road, it's evil times, evil times. We must be extra vigilant as we travel.
Yes. Well, my friends, it has been a pleasure to speak with you, but we are racing this storm, so safe travels. And
That is true. That is true, and we're trying to get away from it. So I think we're going to move this direction, and you guys go on. But it's been nice chatting with you all, and thanks for hanging out. Good company, good information, and appreciate you all for what you do, and hopefully maybe we'll meet up again sometime, and maybe you'll be Prondadol for some time. That's where our warehouse is.
yes, that's where we plan to winter.
Okay, well, we should be back long before then, and we'll look forward to the show that you all put up, and maybe we can sit and listen to some tales around the tent fires, and enjoy some stout, and just have a good time of it. But you all move along, we'll move along, and fairly well, my friends.
Before you go, know that when we passed Myron's bridge, that we were able to entertain and feed him for the payment to cross his bridge if you happen to need that information.
Myron, that's right. We've been this way a time or 10. And
Someone had a brilliant idea.
Yeah. Usually what we do is we just pour a bit of stout down his disembodied head. And he tends to like that. He likes the taste of it. So but he is a bit of a character, is he not?
He is.
Yes, we enjoy that time as we pass through. So it'll be good to see the old chap again, of course. So, well, we must be on. You must be on. So make sure that you bundle up tight. This storm is going to be a nasty one. So get what you need to do done, and hopefully see you on the flip side. So fairly well, my friends.
Safe travels.
Safe travels.
You too. Right. So you guys then travel on. Make it not too far from King's Bridge. Vestia says, this is where Mother has told us that we need to stop for a bit and take some lunch and wait for the rest of the caravan to show up, because this is at the point where she has that
Yes.
mission that you need to go upon. So you guys pull aside, and within just a few minutes, the rest of the caravan shows up, and they start to get set up for getting ready to have some lunch while they send you guys off on your mission. And along the side of the road there, Mother comes on out of her wagon, and she begins to speak with you all. Says, my Zetis, it be with a heavy heart that I ask you to do this thing for us. But we have no option. See, I can spare no other Bonduran to come with thee, lest we leave our people here unprotected. So you must go alone. Now, listen close. What we seek is a medallion of some power. It is called the Amulet of Cezanne. And our patrons, they desire this greatly, this Amulet of Zen. They have provided us with a map of the upper levels of the dungeon beneath the ruin. And there is a secret room where the Lord Estranok is said to have hidden this item. And she hands you a map. She says, take these, make haste, do not tarry or to other places in the dungeon. My sight has told me that a fearful menace abides in the depths of this place, and we have magics that will aid you in this quest. But I know that it will be dangerous. So I ask before you depart, do you have any questions for me?
No, Mother. None from me.
Do you have anything that can assist us on this mission?
Well, we have but a few moments, but there is a bit of a story that's about these ruins of things that I know about it that I may be able to impart to you that may give you information that could be helpful if you'd like to hear it.
Yes, please.
Yes. Yes.
So she begins to tell you a tale. She says, long ago, in the time when the Zyranthian Republic was much younger, a castle was raised on a hill near the newly built King's Bridge to protect the southeastern portion of the King's Highway. Along with the bridge and the King's Causeway, which traversed Blackrot Bog, the castle was constructed in the early days of the Republic to secure the road through its dangerous, sparsely inhabited southern lands. This route, although rarely used by citizens of this fledgling nation, was vital for trade relations with Anvala, cutting weeks off of the trip between the crucial ally and the capital in Darkenhaven in some cases. The stronghold in the midst of the Mistwood Hollows also allowed for periodic culling of the dangerous creatures emerging from Blackrot Bog, while road patrols could sweep for bandit camps in the surrounding countryside. The keep was constructed under the watchful eye of a war hero by the name of Brom Estranok, and took a number of annums to complete. It is said that the castle and the charges therein did their job for quite some time, as was required of them by the Republic. But then, some 20 annums following the construction, something horrible happened to the castle and those that dwelt therein. And though exactly what transpired there remains a mystery even to this current day. Whatever the cause, after some months of receiving no contact from the keep, the Republican Council dispatched an emissary along with a modest force of arms to determine what had happened to Lord Estranok and his people. But these did not return. So sometime later, a second group of greater strength was also sent. And though some of them did come back, they were far fewer than the original number that had set out. And those that did return brought back fearful tales of horrible creatures, terrifying happenings, and a rumor of a frightening curse. These also reported that they had found none of the ones who had lived in the keep still alive. So since that time, the Republic has not deigned to send any further forces to the place. In the intervening years, it has become a ruin, collapsed and dilapidated, and it is said that the castle has been explored by some groups of adventurers here and there. But as with the forces sent by the Republic, many have not returned from the fearful location. So those who have escaped the dangers therein speak of infestations of vials, horrible monsters, and a deep and dangerous dungeon beneath the broken stones of the former keep. And some tell of places in the dark where cave-ins have collapsed the ceiling, stopping further exploration, while others hint of secret ways that one might access the depths. Nearly all that dare the ruins report of hearing whispers rising from its depths, or perhaps even within their own minds. whispers that occasionally return to them even long after they depart the place. And to a person, every single one say that they will never, ever return.
Yeah. Hopefully I don't hear voices since I've been hearing them for a few days now.
What's another one?
Yeah, what's one more, you know?
So, my Zetis, that is what we know about this place. That is why I say that it is quite dangerous. But this thing that we do for our patrons, we must not refuse. I have confidence that you may be able to succeed in this charge. And so therefore, go with haste. Go and may Kismia's blessing be upon you. And by jinx, may no tricks be played against you. And in order to help you, I offer you some items. You guys have any other questions or anything for?
I just want to make sure that, in our absence, that, people are taking our place in protecting the caravan.
That is why she is keeping some of the rest back to be able to protect. That's why nobody is going with you. So
I
we have
sure
we
hope
have
you got
Anton,
paid
we
up
have
front.
Vitya. What's that?
You've got Anton. That's all you need. You got Anton.
You got
We
it.
have Bran, we have Vestia, we have Anton, we have Skizy. But they must protect. We know that this place is not good, and so while you are gone, we will wait for you. But make as much haste as you can, please. This would be something normally that we would send Borag and Kalnasi and Kray and possibly Vestia and Skizy to go do.
Has anyone from the Hanatas been on this quest before? Hoping that we might know if there's traps or any of these secret ways that you mentioned that
No, we have never explored these ruins before. This is the first time our patrons have asked us to do such.
Okay, well, let's get our stuff together and let's go.
Okay. All right. So Vestia handles a bundle to you all, and in that bundle you find 3 healing potions. Get
Helpful.
a strength potion.
Fleegan doesn't need that.
Wand of Flames.
Ooh.
You get a Sword of Speed.
+3 to initiative. Holy.
Yeah, I think you might be willing to give up one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You get a pouch of silver poof powder.
Poofing.
Just don't bend over and light it.
Do we all go there?
And then you get a lucky longbow. The potions and the poof powder are yours to use, and if you don't use them, you may keep them. But the rest of the items you may use for this charge, for this quest. But upon your return, you must give them back.
Of course.
So I'll let you discuss amongst yourselves on who gets which of these special items.
Okay, so I have no ability to use a longbow, so no interest there.
Give the longbow to the short dwarf.
I think the short dwarf
No.
likes to use it, though.
I don't think I can use a longbow.
Can you not use a
I think
longbow?
I'm not tall enough.
What's your class? Doesn't matter what your race is. If your class
Uh,
allows for it, then you
Yeah,
can.
I think you actually can, Gror.
Yep.
Believe it or not.
Like
Wow.
you set the bottom of the bow on the ground and you pull. That's how you use it.
I think I dig a hole in the ground and I put the bow in it. Then I shoot
And then
it.
use it like a siege
And he
weapon.
puts-
Yeah, it's a,
And he puts his foot on the front of it, takes both hands, and pulls back the arrow. Right, yeah.
I'm thinking he
Oh.
just points it straight up and shoots it up in the air. That way he doesn't have to worry about hitting the ground.
Maybe not. So.
Oh, I'm gonna stick with the dwarven hole digging method.
Mhm. Well, if anybody
Yeah, I'll
else
try
wants
it.
or wants to use it, okay, yeah, you'll have the opportunity to if you want to use it. So, okay, all right. Sword of Speed. Fight over that.
I don't know who else would possibly need that, but I can definitely use it.
You can use it.
Would that interfere with your?
Wait. Yes, I can.
I'm gonna
What
say
was that?
Will interfere with your offhand attack. Since it's
No,
not finesse.
no, it wouldn't affect my offhand attack at all.
That would be your main hand, and then your Wakasashi would be your offhand, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that would work.
Oh, I thought they both had to be finesse weapons.
I don't remember, but I don't think
Oh,
so. I think it's just
yes, they do.
Yeah, or do they
Yep.
both have to be finesse?
They both have to be finesse or light. Yep.
oh Mark, the rules guy. My
Sorry.
goodness.
No, that's valid. That's very valid. It will affect that if somebody
Versatile. I
else.
mean, you could use it as two-handed if you wanted, but
Yeah. Actually, yes. I'll go ahead and still take it, but
okay. And then the wand.
Maybe Gror should take that too.
I already have a wand, so give it
so
to
do
one
I.
of the people who don't have range attack.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
have a wand as well. So
You can give it to me, but I'm just not kind of a wand kind of guy.
maybe Quimber.
Kimber, do you want this wand?
You there?
You may or may not.
You may have dropped off.
All right. Well, you guys all have it available, and if you see use of it, then we'll figure that out when we get
I mean,
there.
I'm more than happy to take it as well if we need somebody who. Everybody
Yeah,
else
just
is ready.
double fisting those wands. Pew 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 pew.
That's right.
Okay.
I've got a pretty good sneak attack, so I don't know if I need the. Oof.
Then I will take the scorching wand, and if somebody else needs it, we'll hand it off.
That's fine.
You never know when you where I'm ranged only. You know.
Okay. All right. So you guys are able to head on then along the direction towards the keep off the road.
What about the strength
You guys-
potion?
Oh, I
You
definitely
give that to
want one of
Theros?
those.
I think Theros needs that. He's looking a little like, himself.
He's looking a little wimpy today. It's,
A little weak. He's a little weak sauce, right? All right. We're gonna
oops, sorry.
We're here. We're moving you to a new map here. So go down to the bigger
Bottom
here.
left.
Bottom left. Alright, your tokens should all be the right size. Go ahead and make yourselves, go ahead and put yourselves in the marching order that you want to be. And while you're doing that, I will show you what the trail looks like.
Oh, great, more mushrooms.
Yeah, more
So-
glowing mushrooms and glowing eyes in the tree trunks.
What was once a decent road travels roughly northeast through the forest towards the bog. And about you, the forest muffles the wind significantly. In fact, it seems more calm than you would expect. And as you travel, the track becomes more shrouded with a wet mist that rises from the ground. And you can also now smell the fetid stench coming from the dark mire. It's a foul smell, full of rot and decay. Rounding a bend, you come upon an area that has more than a few glowing toadstools spread about the bases of the trees. And these toadstools shine with an orange hue and are shaped somewhat like a pointed wizard's hat.
Theros, I dare you to eat one.
I'll pick one up and stuff it in Fleegan's mouth.
Is the wizard pointed or the hat in that description?
The hat.
So the wizard's
The,
pointed hat. Okay.
Wizard's pointed hat, not a pointed
Okay.
wizard, but a
I was
wizard's
worried.
pointed hat.
A wizard
Yes.
pointing.
Okay, so as you make your way through this place, that's what you see. What do you do?
What order do we want to be in first?
Are these
think we
mushrooms
should-
worth collecting?
I think we should leave the mushrooms alone. Period.
Could
Why don't
I,
we take a look at them? Because it could be like the silver mint.
Who wants to inspect them?
Not roar.
I will help. I will help inspect them.
Okay, so Kimber will help somebody inspect them. Who is he going to help inspect the mushrooms?
Well, I don't know much about mushrooms, but I'll look at them if nobody else will.
So Theros is
High
gonna look at
intelligence.
Theros is gonna look at the mushrooms, and Gror's gonna, or not Gror, sorry, Kimber's helping him do that.
Gordon
Theros,
says,
roll-
bye, buddy.
Bye. I don't like mushrooms. Give me a nature check, Theros, with advantage.
Hmm.
We
Yeah,
like mushrooms.
you've not seen these before, and I don't know. Kimber kind of thinks that maybe he has, but now that he thinks about it, he can't remember. So it's just too vague of you guys to know much about them.
I am interested if we pick one if they continue to glow, because that would be useful in a cavern type setting.
Stuff them in a jar, use them as a lantern.
Or leave a trail.
That's a good idea. Let's start gathering them.
Well, maybe we should try just with one. And
Yeah.
I could try, and others stand back just in case they put off some kind of poisonous. I don't know.
Yeah.
What? Roar can't hear you back here. I am too far away in a safe distance.
And I'm
I
standing
will-
next to Gror.
I will
we
go
have
ahead and
desi-
start picking.
We have decided they
Roar
are the
is
favorite
behind
food of
Hannah.
a dwarf.
So does Theros reach down his big meaty hand and grab a whole cluster of them and rip them out of the ground, or do you pick one
Just
of them?
one at a
or-
time.
Just one at a time. So you reach down and you pick one of them and you pick it, and as soon as you pick it, it seems to kind of shrivel up and completely stop glowing almost immediately once you pick it.
Here's our answer then.
Tries to eat your navel.
Is it a fungus? A fungus among us?
No, we're having a party here. It's a fun guy.
It's a fungus.
If you don't mind, I'll keep that
You're
shriveled
a
piece
fun
just for
guy.
inspection later.
Aren't you a punny guy? Alright, so do you pick another, or what do you do?
Yeah, I'll start picking a whole bunch of them.
Alright, well again, the same type of things happen. You pick them, and as you're picking them, they just start to shrivel up, and the lights go out as you pick each one of them.
All right.
Kind of shrivel up in your hand, and then they almost kind of just... They kind of take on this foul odor as you pick a half dozen of them.
Not
Okay.
a fan of mushrooms.
They may have medicinal purposes. We can take them back to Mother.
Do they have an arcane purpose? I mean,
You can you can do an Arcana check if you want to. There doesn't really seem to be a whole heck of a lot about them that makes you feel like they would be magical.
yeah.
Though with the corruption of the world and the Xanthus, maybe, possibly it has something that's affected them. Who knows? But as you begin to gather them, what did you want to put them in to try and take them back to Mother Theros?
A hole.
We don't really have anything to put them in too much other than our sacks. So I'll put it in my sack.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you go and put it in your sack and phrasing.
Put it in your sack.
You try and put them in there, and not only were they starting to kind of just shrivel up and they got that foul odor, but then it almost seems as if they are immediately starting to decompose, and you start to feel this liquid start running down your hand and your arm as you go to try and put them in your bag.
All right. Well, I'll just throw them down. That's nothing for me.
Throw them to the ground. They just kind of decompose and just kind of leak and seep into the ground at your feet.
Wash that off real. I'll use prestidigitation to remove that from his hands. Just remove it so that goop
Okay.
isn't on him.
All
Timber
right.
too
Yeah.
if he touched it. Get them all clean.
Yep.
Combine their ears too.
Actually, while I'm at it, I'm gonna freshen him up so he doesn't smell like a barbarian. So
That's kind of hard to do with him, I
yeah,
mean,
well, magic's about the only way I can. So
yeah.
If that doesn't do it, then nothing can.
Prestidigitation is a wonder in and of itself. Being a
I love that
It does
cantrip.
Some mighty things. Some mighty
I love
things.
that
Yes.
cantrip.
All right. So, all right. You guys continue on the
Yeah.
trail there. Okay.
Yeah, I'll go ahead
Alright.
and move up and start to scout a
Yeah.
little bit ahead. But
Okay.
We were supposed to just go straight to the item we're looking for and back out.
Yep.
More picking of corn or building birdhouses or anything else.
Why does it always have to be corn? But yeah, you guys move. Go ahead and move your tokens. You said Ken is kind of up front there. She's scouting ahead. Go ahead and move your tokens along the trail there where you're at. You're marching odor. Ken, I'll have you stop right there.
Yep.
But
marching odor. Yeah.
Go ahead
marching
and go between
odor.
me and,
Yeah.
and the big guy.
Hey,
Are you
since
unable to move your token there? Fleegan, are you unable to move your token?
I was hoping Quimber would go in between me and the big guy, Theros.
Okay. Kimber will go there, okay. Gor's just kind of checking things out along the trail.
bringing up the rear.
He's bringing up the rear. Okay, alright. So the track
Phasing?
continues. We've had a lot of that, right? The track continues, but now you are heading roughly to the north and northeast,
Okay.
and the stink of the bog remains hanging in the air, and it begins to assault your nostrils. The shrouding fog has thickened somewhat as well, making visibility less than ideal. And as you move into an area that is more dense with trees, you see an old rusted sword hilt lying on the ground, Kenna, partially buried in a somewhat muddy track.
I'll wait for everyone else to catch up Well, but I'm not touching it. I'm just going to kind of look at it and investigate the area.
It's a
Give me a
kind of
perception
really
check.
slip on or sing, or both.
Yeah.
So the rest of you catch up.
Yeah, I assume so.
Well, except Gror, I think he mustards.
With a relish.
Jeez.
Inspiration!
You guys are killing me. You guys are killing me here. All right. So Fleegan and Gror, where are you guys at here? All right. So
You see, Kenneth, that's what happens when you touch mushrooms.
Kenna, you hear a slight rustling in the trees around you.
Be ready. Keep an eye out, folks. Gonna pull the
slight.
sword.
And as you're wary, you look around and you actually note something that looks familiar to you,
Uh-oh.
as you have seen this before.
It's that turtle again.
Let's hope not.
I think it's a scarecrow that Theros attempted to try to bring down.
You see a creature with nasty fangs and glowing red eyes
We're familiar with that.
hiding in a nearby tree. And at the moment that you see it there, it jumps out and attacks you, but it does not surprise you.
Nope.
So, everybody, give me initiative, please.
Okay, well, because of the sword, I will get a +3 to this.
Okay.
Yay, I've got a 12.
We all get a +3 because of the sword?
No, just me.
And I'll just get a 17 then.
Yeah, just fine.
Okay.
Whatever.
So do I add 3 to the number that you rolled there then, Ken?
Yes. Yeah.
Just to Kenna's.
Yeah, I can't
Which-
figure out how to make it automatically add that, so.
So Kenna, I don't see you on. Did you select your token when you rolled or no?
No, I
Okay.
didn't.
All right, I will add you then. Hang on just a second.
Sorry.
Token layer. And then I need you to add to turn. There you are. And then you got a
12.
12.6. Okay. And then he gets to go over here. Way. Alright. So he is going to do initiative. Okay. Then we are going to. Wow, roll 20 is slow for me. Jeez, Jiminy Christmas. Click on something, I have to wait for it. Alright. Gror actually is up first. What do you do?
Is it eating Kenna's face yet, or trying to? Is that who it's going after?
Yeah, it's going after Anna.
Oh,
Kenna.
jeez, what the hell are those things? That's scary.
Remember those things? They have more than 8 legs, so I'm
Dig a
good.
hole.
You encountered these things in the forest to the south of Carnival that you guys were traveling
Right.
to get
That's
to go to the old
right.
tree.
That's right.
I'm gonna dig a hole really quickly, just deep enough to fit the bottom of the longbow into it with the good dwarven method. And I wish to shoot this with the lucky longbow.
Okay. Which one? This one or a different one?
One with the bow tie.
The one with the bow tie,
Um,
we'll say it's this one, I guess.
I think it should probably be this one. One between Kimber and somebody over there.
Okay,
Yeah,
that
that
one.
guy.
Okay. All right,
Yeah.
go ahead. Go ahead. You have a +3 to attack on that. I should
Yeah.
probably. You want me to go in and fix that for you?
Well, and I have a +2 to archery rolls
Yeah, I know. Hang on just a
because
second.
my fighting style.
I'm
Okay.
going to give
Nice.
you. I'm going to give you a longbow. So give me just a second here.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
went
we
ahead
could
and
just roll with my short bow and add +3 to it too, if you want.
No, I'm gonna, because it's different. I'm gonna give you a. Come here. Come on. Roll 20. You dumb machine. Ah. What in the world?
You gonna use one of those special ammo arrows or something?
Oh no, it's already lucky. Like my shield.
Okay. Give me just a second. I'm gonna reload one here. This is ridiculous. Can't hardly do anything.
Ooh, I've seen this picture shown on by Alphinius a long time ago.
The creepers.
I don't know, I've seen it somewhere before, a long time ago.
So
Then when we fought them.
Oh, we fought these before?
Yeah,
Yeah.
chapter 1.
Oh, okay, that's where I saw it a long time ago.
Kimber, you need to stomp more.
alright.
Every
See
time
if
I
can
try, I
get this
fall.
to-
It's good for the recall.
Practice makes perfect, right?
Exactly.
There
Nothing
we
stomped upon gained.
Okay, so now we need to.
It'd be a lot easier if you just let me kill everything. Like a thermonuclear bow.
That sounds cool.
That's one. That's definitely one I want to be way far away.
Yeah, what's the
But
But
range?
you want to play with the mushroom.
What's the range
Those
on
are
that
clearly
bow?
radioactive.
Alright, you should see, well, I'll change the name to Lucky Longbow. You get a +9 to hit with that thing.
Right. 6 plus 3.
Very nice.
So, alright, so you should have Lucky Longbow now.
Okay, clicking it. It works
Yeah.
like a shot.
Oh, that thing, yeah. That's wicked. Alright, so you spear that thing for how much
Can-
damage?
Click the damage on the bottom still. It's all set up.
Yeah. Yeah, just click on Lucky Longbow. There you go. 11 piercing damage. Alright. So he plants that big old bow in there and takes a big shot with it. Twang! And it just sticks hard in that thing. And he's like, "Ooh, look at that." Alright. Alright, it's
Pushes
their
me
turn.
forward or pulls me forward a little bit too.
You're
No.
getting used to it, yeah. You're getting used to it. Okay, so this one, the one that's trying to eat Kenna's face is gonna go and see if it can eat Kenna's face.
I tried that at Carnival once.
I'd prefer if you didn't, but you know.
Well, it does eat your face with a 26.
Oh, yeah,
for
yeah, yeah.
4 piercing damage.
Got
and
it.
then it's going to try and follow up with a claw. And it's going to miss as it slashes because it's latched onto your face. All right. These other ones that come out of the trees, I'm going to have this one here and this one here. Actually, this one right here is going to go after Kenna too,
Of course.
and try and bite you and miss, and then it's going to try and claw you and miss as well.
Good.
So now the one above Theros is going to try and bite him, and that is going to hit for 4 piercing damage, Theros. And then
All right.
it's going to try and claw you, and it's also going to hit for 9 piercing damage. So it
Oofta.
nails you with its claws. Okay.
I say we do
Now-
what a good party does. After this combat, we go back to the troop, get healed, and start over.
Okay, Kimber, the one near you is going to bite you for 4 piercing damage,
Oh,
and then it's going to try and slash you with its claws, and it's going to rake off of your shield and not hit you. So, Kimber, you have a chance to respond. What are you doing?
oh,
On with authority.
There are so many. I don't want to use my spells already, though.
Summon
We've got some
2
healing
gods
potions.
to kill them all at one moment. Use that one.
What, use my big divine explosion?
Summon 2 gods to kill them all in one moment.
It's actually not a bad idea. There are 5 of them. They're all within range. I think I'm going to do that. Yes, I'm going to do that.
Not gonna hurt Theros though, right?
That's what's cool about this. It doesn't hurt any of my friends.
Nice.
Radiance of the Dawn. So, an action, you present your holy symbol and any magical darkness within 30 feet of you is dispelled. Additionally, each hostile creature within 30 feet of you must make a Constitution saving throw. The creature takes radiant damage equal to 2d10 plus the cleric level on a failed saving throw and half as much on a successful.
Okay, go ahead and roll your damage, and your DC is what?
Let me go back to that. It's still 14.
Okay. So, we have 2 succeeded, 3 failed. So tell me how much damage.
Oh, I don't have that on my character sheet yet, so I'll just roll the dice.
Add your spell modifier to that.
Yup.
Was it my level or spell modifier?
Your spell modifier. 15 points of damage or 7.
Oh wait,
Alright.
spell attack bonus is 6, not 4 now, so it should have been 2 more, I'm sorry.
Okay, so 17.
Ouch.
Alright. So that is going to... so we're going to go... Okay, so which one's failed? This one failed. So he's going to take 17. So the one right in front of you is going to take 17. The one to the right of you succeeds, so he takes 7. The one above Theros succeeds, so he takes 7. The one below Kenna fails, so he takes 17. And the one above Kenna fails, so he takes 17. All right. You hear them squeal and roar in frustration and pain as this holy radiance burns all of them pretty significantly. Anything else?
Let's see. No, I'm good where I'm at. I don't want to try to move and get attacked or something.
Okay. All right, Theros, you're up.
All right, we're gonna Graxel the one above me, north of me.
All right, you're gonna hit that one for how much damage? 5 slashing damage.
Minimum damage.
Whack. Anything else?
That's it.
Kenna, you're up.
All right. Well, I am going to use the wonderful new little sword, two-handed, against the one that tried to eat my face.
Okay. That's gonna hit for 8 slashing damage. Okay, you are going to take its face off with your big fancy new two-handed sword.
And then, as my bonus action, I'm going to. Nope. Then never mind. That's not a bonus action, so don't get to do that. I will. Yep. Nope. Staying right there. So no attacks of opportunity on me. I'm good.
Okay. All right. Well, then it's Fleegan's turn.
Negan's turn. He will step up here.
Stabby, stabby.
Actually, step over here. Stabby, stabby, the one next to Kimber. And fancy new serrated dagger is a 1.
Wow.
I was sitting there thinking while you were doing that, I was like, Flagon, he's been pretty good with his daggers at times and stuff, and he's like, I've seen these things before, I know what to do, and he kind of has this swagger about him as he walks over behind this thing. And, but as you go to stab it, you actually hit some sort of part of its bony carapace, and the dagger in your swagger just ricochets right back off, and it sticks you for how much damage? I need you to roll.
Oh my gosh.
I need you to roll damage
It says
twice.
critical damage.
Yeah.
So
Max.
that's 8 damage.
So that's 8 damage. So what's your maximum double damage? So how much damage are you? You're a 1d6, right?
It's a 1d4. Actually.
It's a 1d4. So
that's,
8.
That's 8 plus your.
Okay. Plus your modifier.
Yep.
Yeah, that includes my modifier.
For strength or whatever.
1d4. So 2 4s would be 8 plus your whatever
Right.
your
No, it's
damage
1d4
modifier.
plus 4 is 8, and then double that it's 16.
Well, it's not double the 16, so it's 1d4. So it's 2d4s plus the 4. So it's actually 12.
So it's 12. 12 total
So 12.
points.
So you take 12 damage from stabbing yourself.
Ouch.
Chink.
You cut your finger off.
My constitution
Wow.
rolls says... I gotta open it up so I can see what it says.
Do you bleed?
It is-
No, you don't.
No.
Oh, I think.
So
Barely
about
made that one.
yeah. So he stabs himself with that nasty blade, and I think you're gonna learn to not have the swagger after that. So we're gonna move on to Gror.
I think he's
Roar.
going home.
Yeah.
He's done.
Yeah.
Yeah, we already used up all of our healing potions in the first round of the first fight.
All right, Gror, what are you doing?
Well, I think I can shoot the one to the right of Kimber now, right?
Sure.
That's what that is, correct? It's
Yeah,
not
I think
Kenna or
that's
something.
that one right there.
Can see that.
The one to
It's
the
that
right
one.
of Kimber.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, you can shoot it.
From the same hole in the ground with the longbow.
No ones, please.
Boom!
Hit the thing again for how much damage? 13 piercing damage. Yeah, it goes right through it. You're wicked with that big old bow. You kill it.
No, we want it to stick into it. If it goes through, it might hit Kenna.
Yeah. Well, with the force that it did, it goes
No.
through, but it doesn't hit it.
You'd like it to go through slowly, though, like a...
That would be a combo crit fumble. No.
So that other one next to you kind of screeches at you as it sees you guys take down 2 of its companions, and it goes into a frenzy to bite you. And it's an 18 hit.
Yes, it does.
You haven't done mage armor, have you?
Nope.
So 6 points of piercing damage from the bite, and then slashes you with a claw and misses. Okay.
Okay.
The one to the north of Theros goes to bite him and fumbles,
Yes.
falling out of the tree to the ground, taking 6 damage.
He drops his teeth.
And it's prone on the ground at Theros' feet, and then the one between Kimber and Fleegan is going to try and bite Kimber, and is going to hit Kimber for 6 piercing damage,
Ouch.
and then he's going to try and slash you with his claws, and a 14 should not hit, so he misses with his claws.
Get that shield in the way again.
Yeah, alright, Kimber, you're up.
I have a feeling this thing's like on my shield. The claws are like clawing into
Yeah,
my
he's
shield.
like reaching around it.
Yeah.
He was able to pull the shield a little bit and reach around it with his mouth and bite you, but his claws are holding onto the shield, so he's kind of latched onto it.
I'm not sure why I'm saving my warding flares, but
Well, I'll tell you what, your
that's a lot
warding
of
flare
damage.
wouldn't have mattered that last time because it was 2 25s.
see, that's the scary thing about not seeing your rolls. All right, well, it's like on my shield trying to snap at me and bite me. I'm gonna smash its head.
All right, are you going to smash its head? Yes, you are.
All right.
Or
Hey, everyone, 13 hits.
Yeah, it added extra damage, I guess, because
that's because the second one was a critical. That's what it would be if it was a critical. So you do 4 bludgeoning damage with your mace. You knock it hard, but you don't kill it. Anything else?
I'm looking at my companions. Any of them looking like ready to drop, kind of. Fleegan, I know, is pretty bad.
Fleegan stabbed himself pretty good.
With the dagger sticking out of his chest, what do you think?
I think he can last at least a couple more rounds.
Well, the only
last
one that's
5,
not
10
hurt
more
is
minutes.
Roar.
I told you we should have put a cork on the end of Fleegan's dagger just to keep it safe.
I'll say an internal prayer to Kismia to let us last this battle so that I can use the amulet instead of her magic at this point.
Okay. All right then, Theros, you're up.
All right, we're gonna still go after the one that's north of me. We're gonna end it.
Oh
It's a
yeah.
critical hit right there.
Do you want me to roll on the crit table?
Yeah, because sometimes
Yeah.
it helps.
Oh,
too,
that's
but,
true.
Oh my gosh, what is that? That is 26 points of damage.
Howie. Yeah, you disarmed him all right. But the arm
Attempt to disarm him, and you disarm him. His arm
Disarm
is on
all
the
the
ground.
arms.
Theros
Someone
had
has
enough
more than
already
2
today.
arms.
He has totally had
Theros
enough
like,
already today. He takes
yeah.
off one arm, then he takes off the other arm, and then he just splits the thing in half. Yeah.
No longer has arms at all.
That's what it does when you disarm it, right? Right. Okay,
Wow.
you're up.
Okay. Well, the one to the south of me, I'm going to. Let's see here. No, that's a waste. That would be a complete waste of that spell. So I'm just going to stab it again. Or not,
Yeah,
maybe
you take a swing with that sword and
All
you
right.
miss.
because of the fact that I took a swing at him and my Blade Dancer ability. To hell with you, I'm over here now.
So she spins out of the way.
No attack
Midst
of
of that.
opportunity.
Okay. All right. Well then, Fleegan, you gently remove the dagger from yourself, whistling all the way, wiping the blood off on your pants. What do you do?
Yeah, pretty much, I meant to do that, that's all. So I can back away and blast it with the wand because that would be safer than killing myself.
Until you fumble and hit
But
Kimber.
Probably. Actually, I'd probably be right next to Ken and hit Ken instead. So I will attempt to stab not myself.
Okay. That is a good plan. You attempt to stab not yourself, and at this time, you roll.
It looks like you succeeded.
These dice are more swingy than a baseball team.
more swinging than a West Virginia homestead.
Yeah. Apologies to any of our West Virginia listeners.
I don't think there are any.
Zine.
All right. You can go ahead and roll on the critical table too. I'm gonna have him make a Constitution saving throw. Although he's dead, he's actually dead. But you can roll on the critical table if you want to.
Because fun.
If there are any of them listening tonight, please like this video and comment and let Casey know.
Yes.
Leave good comment.
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
Another disarm.
Yeah, another disarm. You kick his arm, you stab his arm, you kill him, he's dead. Woohoo! All right, Grower, you're up.
Appears to be one foe left. Can I shoot him, or is there trees in the way?
You can shoot him. Yeah. Yeah, he's up on a tree above everybody else.
I will shoot him.
So that is gonna hit. 10 piercing damage, and you take that one down too. So, congratulations, the bramble creepers were no match for you all.
Yeah, they did a number on us though. Still,
Oh yeah.
I probably did more damage than they did.
I feel
to-
fine. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
They're nasty creepers, though.
Now, I suggest that we use those healing potions that Mother gave us.
yes.
Why are people setting off fireworks? What is the deal with that?
It's a
10:43
holiday.
at night on a Thursday. Whatever. Hope that was fireworks and not a gunshot.
I'm gonna down.
They think it's Cinco de Mayo. That's-
We're the 4th of July.
I'm gonna down one of the healing potions that Mother gave us.
Okay.
yeah, those
So
are
2d4
normal.
plus 4, right?
Yep.
I
For the
also-
macho.
Are you
The
sure
man-
I could use the
Same
reusable amulet instead first?
I think we
Yeah,
have to do
potions
that
can be
first.
drunk in combat, so good point. Yeah, use the amulet first. I know Fleegan needs some, and I definitely need some.
Did I say 2d4 plus 4? It's 2d4 plus 2, isn't it?
There's one amulet.
Yep.
Correct, 2d4 plus 2.
Yeah, sorry.
Who'd you direct that to, Grimber?
Oh, probably big guy first.
All right.
So Theros gets 5. Any other healing or anything?
I'll jump around to Fleegan. Oh, I'm rolling a lot of
Fleegan
fives.
gets 5.
Get crisp and even. Good job.
Yep, and
My
that's-
turn.
Okay.
Oh sure. Kenna gets 7. Kimber likes her more.
Let's see. How many does this do? I forget.
Girls heal faster.
We don't need any
We
Kimber.
had too
I'm
many
okay.
wood jokes earlier.
I know I have more. I just don't remember how many exactly.
Casey, can I recover my 3 arrows?
Yes.
Hey.
So you guys can move up to about here if you want to.
Alright, I can do
Just
some
because
more.
it seems like yeah, I'll need another healing because it seems like what we're running across is able to do double digits damage.
Hey, it
No,
seems like
5
only
again.
5.
Maybe up here. Yeah, you guys can move up to about here.
I will go ahead and down one of the potions because
No, actually, Kenna.
Hey,
That's where you want to be. Okay.
Hey, Casey, I'm going to cast False Life on myself.
This one's for me.
So that'll give me D4 plus 4 temporary hit points.
Okay. Righty.
So 6 temporary hit points for an hour.
How does that work? Do you get like really big and swollen, but if they hit you, it doesn't really hit you?
it's like the dog that exploded.
No,
It's
it's
just a
actually
balloon.
necromantic energy that surrounds me. So
Alright, I got
Okay.
one more amulet. You want me to use the last amulet before we dig into the potions?
I already just downed one of the potions. Save the amulet. It's fine. We're gonna end up using all of this
I'm
stuff.
We might have
Yeah.
to save a goat or something. It's pretty
we have
important
three
to keep
three
amulet.
additional healing potions and 1 greater healing potion that we still have from our own stuff.
Yep.
I just got a connection to server has been
too.
interrupted.
Me too.
Yeah, I got a
Did I?
couple of those.
Which is
Okay.
funny because I don't think I have disconnected yet.
I went away now. But
Fleegan,
I had
you
the
need one?
message.
I'm down 7.
I'm only down 3 and I've got 6 temps, so I'm good.
So the fact that you're rolling 5s, I wouldn't mind one.
And I'm
Okay,
also
the
going to
last
use the ring to cast mage armor because 20 AC. Thank you.
Alright, the amulet is
I was
out
doing
now.
fine.
Another
Okay.
5.
Your 5s are my one, or like my 1s.
Yeah, a lot of them.
So much better.
All right. You then, after taking down the vials, or not, I'm sorry, not the vial, gosh, the bramble,
I took one.
bramble creepers.
Yep.
You continue on your way beneath the trees, and the track here is muddier. And there are many tracks that can be seen going back and forth across the road at this point. The mist continues to make seeing the road ahead difficult, and that stench of the bog seems stronger in this place. Off in the distance, you hear a loud, deep croaking sound coming from the direction of the tainted marshland.
That's normal, right?
It's a marsh. Are there toads? Maybe. Pretty nasty toad.
Hogs, probably. That swallow people.
Can I roll a
Big as
nature?
turtle.
Can I
What's
roll
that?
a nature to know that it is an actual animal making the noise and not some signal that somebody's pretending to be one of these creatures to signal that we're coming?
I'd like you to make a nature check for that, please. Which I know is what you just said.
Or not.
In another life, I know for sure.
Yeah. You don't know.
It's frogs.
I'll keep my eyes open just in case.
Alright. Anybody else doing anything?
Not stabbing myself.
Still, we're watching out for things, of course.
I just want to make sure everybody's aware that I purposely, on purpose, am literally trying not to stab myself.
So is Gror. He's trying to not stab himself as well.
Well, it's like Wile E. Coyote. Gror's trying to make sure he doesn't shoot himself with the bow, like he is the arrow.
Fire himself
Digging
out.
the hole makes that happen. Just I was doing it wrong all the other times. I need to dig the hole first.
Well, here what
Alright.
you should do is solve the problem and just ride the pony, right? Because that's kind of lifts you up a little bit higher.
Not in the bog. Bad idea.
As you,
The goat works better in the bog. He's like a ATV.
as you guys are moving along and you try and, keep your eye out of the bog that is, closing in on you along this trail on either side. And you're slipping through the mud and looking at the tracks and things like that, and the stench is kind of overcoming. You were actually surprised by some smallish, sickly-looking creatures that resemble 4 to 5 foot tall, rat-like humanoids with neither hair nor tails. They walk upright and are very disturbing looking, and I should have shown you a picture to them.
Sprites.
See him.
It kind of looks like a
That's
pink,
disturbing, all
pink
right.
Ferengi. Is it a pink Ferengi?
Wrong universe crossover.
Look for their.
So
You'll know by their women. Not wearing any.
Not wearing any what?
Clothes.
Wearing me.
clothes.
You know.
Women don't wear clothes. So these things will get a surprise attack on you, but that, my friends, will happen when we play next time on the Red Star Rising campaign,
The
chapter
Red
3,
Star turns.
the Coldest of Blood. So,
That's a good teaser. Stop.
So, well, my friends, that was a productive evening. We got quite a ways up the trail towards Estronach, and seemed to have a lot of fun doing it. So appreciate you guys hanging out with us. If you have time or interested, there is the Great Gooey Game Show giveaway, interactive dungeon crawl adventure. Yes, that's the name of it. Happening Sunday night at 6 o'clock Mountain Time. That is, you'll be able to watch the show. It is going to be a 3D dungeon, completely 3D, on a big table, DM'd by Alphinius Goo himself. There's going to be 4 players in the room with them. They're going to be live streaming this, and what they're going to do is they're going to take the audience who are watching and they're going to divide them into 4 teams. Each team is going to be responsible for cheering on and directing each of their champions. So if you watch this, you can be a part of the audience and you're going to direct and cheer on your champion. And the exciting thing is that you not only get to direct them, but as they find loot, you have the opportunity of winning treasure yourself. So real items, really cool looking items. So if you're interested in that, there'll be a video following our game that you can watch that will give you information on that. For my players, I can give you a link to it if you'd like to. But something very fun, and will be just an absolute scream to watch. I will be the team captain for Devrunda, which is the fighter. I will be leading our team to victory. So just know that, but we are very excited to put this on. This is part of the Gen Con Spring Showcase. They are doing a special event this weekend, highlighting certain organizations, and Gooey Cube is one of them, and this is the event that we're putting on in association with the showcase. So it will be streamed on the Gen Con Twitch channel, but the communication and all will be for the teams will be handled through the Gooey Cube Discord channel. So I can share all that information with you. There's a handy web page that has all of this information available. So if we can put that in the chat of the stream too if you want to. So friends, it has been a wonderful night. We're going to let our audience go, and join us again next time as the Greater Laster Beholder Corps presents the Coldest of Blood. Until then, my friends, we hope that your minds have been opened by wonder tonight, and may all of your adventures be sticky. Good night.
Hey!
Good night.
So I'm not muting us. I'll play the video. I just want to make sure the sound works.
Looks like the video is run.
Yes, looking